Zamfara state government confirms the abduction of female students. Northern governors resolve to work with federal government in the fight against insecurity. Non-academic staff union of universities and senior staff association of Nigerian universities suspend strike. On business, Nigeria needs private security investors to tackle piracy. On the international scene, Pfizer to test third version vaccine on South African strains. On sports, Kano Pillars claim top spot Akwa United who aim by Abba. Welcome to Svtv News. I am Musa Joy Onyoza. The Zamfara state government has confirmed the abduction of female student of Government Girls Secondary School Jengebe in Talata Mafra local government area of the state. The confirmation was made by the Commissioner of Security and Home Affairs, Alhaji Abubakar Dauran, in a brief interview with newsmen in Gusau on Friday. The abductors in their hundreds invaded the town and took away the student at about 2 a.m. About the story, Samira Ibrahim reports.
Alhaji Abubakar Muhammad Dauran said he cannot say how many students were taken away by the government until he gets there, but assured that security men have been mobilized to pursue the abductors. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration will continue to deal with insurgents, bandits, kidnappers, and other criminals who constitute a threat to innocent citizens across the country. Speaking on Thursday during the joint security meeting of Northern State Governors Forum and traditional rulers, President Muhammadu Buhari said the country is battling with different dimensions of security challenges, adding that he has asked the new service chiefs to devise new strategies that will end the ugly situation. Represented by Ibrahim Gambari, his chief of staff, the president said criminals are criminals and should be dealt with accordingly without resorting to ethnic profiling. Still on banditry, Governor Bello Muhammad Matawallam Maradon has received 3 more repentant bandits who surrendered their arms at the government house Gusau. Among the repentant bandits was one Muhammad Sani Zakwi, the son of late Buharin Daji, also a one-time notorious bandit, and 2 others. The group operated within Maru and Bungudu local government areas and willingly accepted the peace initiative of the Zamfara state government. Items surrendered by the repentant bandits included 8 AK-47 rifles, 1 rocket launcher, 1 map machine, and 1,041 live ammunition.
I wish to express my sincere gratitude to Almighty Allah for sparing our lives to witness yet another presentation of some repentant armed bandits, namely Zakwi Muhammad Sani, the son of late Buhari Daji, and others that surrender arms and life ammunition voluntarily. The surrender of about 181 sophisticated weapons, 1,525 live ammunition, 64 magazines, and 2 numbers of handcuffs, as well as 887 locally fabricated guns from repentant bandit and NSAK. Also, a large number of kidnapped victims were rescued, including 8 women and 4 children that were rescued on Tuesday, 23rd of February 2021, while sizable number of cattle were returned to their rightful owners. However, I would like to tell you that more efforts are put in place to sanitize the remaining unrepentant bandits and brass peace accordingly.
Receiving the repentant bandits and the surrendered arms and ammunition, Zamfara State Governor Bello Muhammad Matawallam Maradon noted that in less than 2 weeks, his administration has received 4 more groups of repentant bandits in furtherance to his carrot and stick approach to ensure lasting peace and tranquility in the state. The governor maintained that his administration will not rest on its oars until total peace is achieved in all parts of the state.
It's our collective decision as a state government and the people of the state to go into peace accord with these bandits so that our people can have a free access everywhere they want to be. And and with the support of our security agencies who are working day and night, about a sleepless night, trying to make our people to sleep with both eyes closed. All of us, the indigenous of the state, have a responsibility to refrain to bear our gallant soldiers and troops who were deployed to so many areas in all parts of the state. We have to pray for them for success, and we have to show our concern whenever anything hot has taken place in their camp, or anything that warrants the killing of any of our soldiers.
The governor, who thanked the Almighty God for making it possible for his administration to continue recording this success, explained that the peace accord and reconciliation process with repentant bandits will be sustained in the state, while those unrepentant ones will face the full wrath of the law. According to the governor, not all Fulanis are criminals, noting that, as we all know, Fulanis are living and conducting their cattle rearing business in the bush. The Matawalem Maradon enjoined his colleagues, governors across the country, to embark on the peace and reconciliation with bandits and provide them with a sense of belonging. He thanked the Emir of Maru and other stakeholders in the area for having talks with the bandits, which led to the success recorded. In a remark, the State Commissioner of Security and Home Affairs, Alhaji Abubakar Muhammad Jawran, said this giant initiative of common approach towards addressing insecurity in the state is yielding positive results.
There is no any doubt that the government has been making effort to contain this security phenomenon, ranging in many spots across the state, but with different approach applied in the process. As far as the state government, all security stakeholders have unanimously agreed with peace and reconciliation accord initiated by His Excellency, the Executive Governor, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawallah Moradon, MON Matawallah Moradon Shetiman, Dolo Usmania. The government has since continued to accepting those that have willingly surrendered their arms and embrace peace. It is also determined to neutralize any erring individual or group of individuals who attempt to breach the law and order so as to safeguard lives and property of citizens in the state. I believe this giant initiative of common approach to address insecurity situation in the state has yielded a positive result that include voluntary leaves.
Alhaji Abubakar Dawan added that in this regard, a lot have been achieved in the state internal security operations as a result of the peace accord, which led to the return of normalcy in some hard-hit areas. Earlier, the Emir of Maru, Alhaji Abubakar Gado Maigari, told the governor that his emirate and other stakeholders in the area engaged the bandit in the bush on the need to stop the ugly business and embrace the peace process of the state government. The occasion was attended by the former Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Malam Ibrahim Wakala Muhammad, Head of Service, Alhaji Kabiru Balarabe, Deputy Chief of Staff, Dr. Bashir Muhammad Maru, Emir of Gusau, Alhaji Ibrahim Bello, commissioners and senior government officials. Samira Ibrahim reporting for SVTV News, Gusau.
Our chairman, Senate Committee on Ecology and Climate Change, Alhaji Hassan Mohammed Gusau, has expressed the readiness of his committee to partner with the National Park Service to ensure speedy realization of laudable policy pronouncement by the President with regards to the establishment of 10 new national parks in the country. This was made known recently in a committee meeting with the Conservator General, National Park Service, Dr. Ibrahim Musagoni, at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Senator Hassan Nasiha lamented that to date, there are only 7 parks in the entire country and reaffirmed the necessity of having additional national parks towards realizing the objective of climate change mitigation and ecological disaster prevention and management in the country.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to all this interactive session. As you are aware, Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Army Forces, General Muhammad Buhari, recently approved the establishment of 10 new parks in the country. The establishment of the 10 to date, we have only 7 national parks in the country. Given the impact of the climate change across the globe and the role of national power in the climate mitigation, the Senate Committee on Ecology and Climate Change is particularly delighted to this development. With this in mind, the committee is ready to partner with you to ensure speedy action for this laudable policy. It is in line with this, the committee has invited your agency to interact so as to punish and tell us the progress so far been made in this regard. Let the point be made right away that the principal aim of this meeting is to build synergy between the committee and you as a department. Having said that, I therefore invite you to make a frank, honest, and forthright presentation of our views and positions in respect of the prospects, challenges, and possible intervention toward the speedy actualization of this policy, because we are partners in progress as a committee. Once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this interactive session, and I hope you will elaborate in a nutshell. Thank you very much.
As a body targeting environmental protection, conservation, and ecological tourism, the Senator challenged National Park Service to fashion out effective blueprint to attract more tourists and generate more revenue for the country. Responding, the Conservator General of National Park Service expressed readiness to keep partnering with legislators to attain success in the running of Nigerian park services. Governor Bello Matawale Maradon has approved the creation of 3 new additional ministries in the state, which makes the total of ministries to 22. This is in accordance with the dynamic nature of governance and to allow for effective service delivery. The newly created ministries are Ministry of Arts, Culture, and Tourism, Ministry of Higher Education, and Ministry for Social and Community Development. Accordingly, some of the existing ministries are restructured, which include Ministries of Education, Commerce, and Industries, Women and Children Affairs, Local Government Affairs, as well as Science and Technical Education. Our government statement said in accordance with restructuring exercise, the governor had relieved all special advisors of their appointment. From on the story, Samira Ibrahim reports.
Similarly, all the Directors General have been dropped to enable for proper organization of the existing directorates. The statement directed both the special advisors and the Directors General to hand over the affairs of their organizations to the accounting officers or the directors of administration of their respective directorates. Meanwhile, Governor Bello Muhammad Matawallah Maradon has approved the appointment of Jibril Baba and Nasur Galadi Makaura as permanent secretaries in the State Civil Service. The appointment of Mohammed Salihu Anka as the State Accountant General has also been approved. Accordingly, the Governor has also approved the posting and the deployment of some permanent secretaries. They are Alhaji Hamisu Shayo from the Government House to Ministry of Environment and Solid Minerals, Alhaji Yakubu Muhammad Safi from Ministry of Works and Transport to Ministry of Higher Education, Alhaji Muhammad Kabiru Sani from Ministry of Environment and Solid Minerals to Ministry of Works and Transport. Others are Alhaji Bala Umar Safi from Directorate of Housing and Urban Development to Ministry of Social and Community Development, Alhaji Jibril Baba from Administration Department to the Government House, and Alhaji Nasur Galadi Makaura from Administration Department to Ministry of Arts, Culture and Tourism. All the postings and redeployment are with immediate effect. That's the report. Samira Ibrahim reporting for SBTV News, Kusau.
The 19 northern governors have resolved to work with the federal government to tackle the insecurity bedeviling in the region and to create a conducive atmosphere for socio-political, economic growth and development of the country. In a communication at the end of a meeting in Kaduna, the chairman of the Northern Governors Forum, Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State, said the governors resolved to map out plans on how to address the poverty and underdevelopment in the region. Governor Lalong said that the governors also reiterated their commitment to work in synergy with governors in other regions to promote harmonious and peaceful coexistence among citizens and all ethnic nationalities. The governors also resolved to partner with traditional institutions, religious leaders, and all relevant stakeholders in the entrenchment of communal harmony, peace, and security of the region and the country at large. The governors resolved to put more effort to enhance the security and safety of all schools within their domains and urged security agencies to collaborate with the various state governments towards achieving this noble objective. The 91-year-old Galadima Kunduru, Alhaji Ibrahim Kunduru, has finally regained freedom after spending about 5 days in the kidnapper's den. The monarch, who is the father of a permanent secretary in the governor's office, Alhaji Kashimu Ibrahim Simo, was kidnapped by bandits last Friday when they stormed the peaceful village of Kunduru in Kankia local government area of Katsina State. A close family friend who confirmed the release of the monarch said he is currently in Katsina receiving medical attention due to his age and ill health. Similarly, the family have expressed gratitude to well-meaning individuals that stood with them throughout the trying period. Another report from Katsina State says the police command there had paraded a 31-year-old man, Abdullahi Umar, for stealing valuables from his girlfriend's house in Katsina State. The valuables include laptop computers, caps, shoes, and clothes. The accused, who was paraded before journalists by the Katsina Police Public Relations Officer, SP Gambo Issa, said he met his girlfriend on the social media and decided to pay her a visit. He said he spent 2 days in the girl's home before he stole the items. President Muhammadu Buhari had on Thursday met with the new chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdulrashid Bawa, the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, also joined the meeting shortly after it commenced. Although officials of the presidency did not disclose the agenda of the meeting, newsmen learned that, among other things, it was not unconnected with the mandate of the new EFCC helmsman. The National Assembly had confirmed Bauer as chairman of the EFCC on Wednesday, February 24, 2021. The Federal Executive Council, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari, on Wednesday approved 5.9 billion naira for the execution of three projects by the Federal Capital Territory. Minister of the FCT, Mala Mohammed Bello, made this known when he briefed State House correspondents on the outcome of the council meeting in Abuja. He said 2.3 billion naira of the amount was meant for rehabilitation of the road leading to the Federal Integrated Staff Housing Estate in Apo, Abuja, while 3.6 billion naira was approved for the construction of an access road and car park for the Abuja Light Rail Station at Ring Road 2. The minister said during the meeting he presented three memos, two of which were on infrastructure and the other was of the purchase of needed equipment to make the city safe. On his part, the Minister of Health, Dr. Osagi Ehanire, said the two memos for the National Assembly for Food and Drug Administration, NAFDAC, he presented at the meeting was approved by the Council. The memos are for the procurement meant to upgrade and scale up the capacity of NAFDAC to be able to detect fake and substandard drugs and other materials. Kano State Government has sealed an illegal private medical laboratory at Minjibir local government area operating without registration. The Executive Secretary, Private Health Institutions Management Agency, Dr. Usman Tijani Aliu, announced this on Wednesday in an interview with newsmen. Dr. Usman Tijani Aliu said the closure of the illegal private medical laboratory was carried out during the agency's ongoing inspection and enforcement exercise. The raid was sequel to complaints received from concerned people of the local government area on the illegal and suspicious activities going on in the laboratory. The ESE noted that one Ismail Gambo, a medical laboratory technician, was single-handedly managing the illegal laboratory. The erring laboratory owner will be sanctioned appropriately as soon as the investigation is concluded by the agency. The leadership of the Joint Action Committee of Non-Teaching Staff Unions of Universities has commenced the suspension of a 3-week-old strike with effect from midnight February 26th. The Joint Action Committee of Non-Teaching Staff comprises of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union of the Universities. The NASU General Secretary, Mr. Peters Adeyemi, said this while addressing newsmen at the end of a conciliatory meeting with the federal government on Thursday in Abuja. Mr. Adeyemi said the union agreed to suspend the national strike after extracting some concessions from the federal government that had to do with the grievances that it presented. He said they have 8 items which they negotiated and which form the basis for the ongoing national strike in the universities. The retired New Nigerian Newspapers Company, who served in states in the Northeast, have appealed to 19 northern state governors to pay them their retirement benefits, including gratuity. They made their appeal through their spokesman, Malam Ali Modibo, who said they are facing hardship as a result of non-payment of their benefits many years after their retirement from the service of the company under 19 northern government. Malam Modibo explained that many of the new Nigerian workers have retired 5 to 6 years ago, but to their dismay, no single kobo was paid to them as benefit. Many of the retired staff have died, others are sick, while several others were stranded because they could not relocate to their original towns and villages due to lack of money to do so. According to him, life is very difficult for them because many of them have no strength to work anymore to get an income for their upkeep, and what they were expecting is not forthcoming from those they worked for. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back on Business. Samira Ibrahim has more detail.
Welcome to Business Dex. Nigeria has been advised to review its maritime security rules and enlist the support of private security companies to tackle rampant piracy on its waters. A report published by London-based maritime intelligence company, Red Global, noted that seas off the coast of Nigeria are the most perilous in the world of seafarers, accounting for almost all kidnappings by pirates in recent years. Nigeria doesn't allow private armed guards on ships, leaving them reliant on escort by licensed boats manned by naval personnel. The report stated that seafarers' lives are at risk from ever-increasing violent attacks, and Nigerian pirates are operating with increased impunity. Nigeria must strike a balance between restrictions for the sake of national security and creating space for third-party security providers to complement the Nigerian Navy's security activities in support of commercial operations. And that's all on Business Desk today. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Do have a pleasant weekend.
And on the international scene, Pfizer and Biotech are studying a third dose to their vaccine regime and testing a new version targeting the South African variant of the coronavirus. As countries around the world rush to vaccinate people, concerns have risen that more transmissible variants, such as the one first detected in South Africa and another in Britain, are more resistant to existing vaccines. In one study, the US and German pharmaceutical firm said they would look at what happens when people are given a third dose of their two-shot vaccine 6 to 12 months after the booster. They said in a statement they are also talking to regulators about testing a modified version of their original vaccine to address the South African variant. Dr. Albert Bourla, Pfizer's chief executive officer, said in a statement that they are taking multiple steps to act decisively and be ready in case a strain becomes resistant to the protection afforded by the vaccine. That's all on the foreign scene and on sports. Kano Pillars are the new leaders of the Nigerian Professional Football League after beating Sunshine Stars 1-0 at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna State. The midweek matchday 12 fixtures had so much to offer both sides. Kano Pillars lost their last match 1-0 to Lobby Stars, while Sunshine Stars played 1-1 with Heartland in Akure. Neema Wagwa's goals in the 90th minute. It also secured a 7th win of the season for coach Lionel Sosia's team, who are in good position to compete for the league title. For Sunshine Stars, it is the 5th defeat in 12 matches, one that will send Coach Benga into deep thinking on how to turn things around for the Akure Gunners. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Government confirms the abduction of female students. Northern governors resolve to work with federal government in the fight against insecurity. Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities and Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities suspends strike. On business, Nigeria needs private security on vessels to tackle piracy. On the international scene, Pfizer to test third version vaccine on South African strain. On sports, Kano Pillars claim top spot. Aqua United hold Enyimba in Aba. That's the news on behalf of the production crew and head of news and current affairs, Alhaji Ibrahim Garba. I still remain Musa Joy Emiyoga, wishing you a pleasant weekend.